Now, sport this weekend, soccer is dominated by the FA Cup in England and the Tennent's Cup in Scotland. Pick of the matches is at Old Trafford on Sunday. With more on that and a look at the rest of the weekend sport, here's our sports correspondent, Graham Miller.
The FA Cup takes centre stage this weekend, and one match already billed as the showdown at high noon is grabbing the limelight. It's Sunday's fourth-round clash between Manchester United and Liverpool, with the hitmen of United, Dwight Yorke and Andy Cole, against the Liverpool pair, Michael Owen and Robbie Fowler. Between them, they've scored 61 goals so far. Now they go head-to-head. The Yorke and Cole partnership has been building up ahead of steam all season. It's now at boiling point. Michael Owen has an added incentive to do well. United managed to shackle the England star when they beat them last September in the league. But Fowler and Owen are on song as well.
I can talk more about Robbie Fowler and Michael Owen's partnership. All I know about their partnership is that it proves to be successful and to be a very dangerous partnership against the opposition.
Elsewhere, this fellow is getting star billing, Cyril the Swan, the mascot of Swansea City, who tomorrow meet Derby of the Premiership. He trains with the third division team, who claim he's the reason behind their cup run, which has already seen off West Ham.
He keeps everybody happy. The kids absolutely adore him. Men, women, young girls, everybody loves him.
The downside is his excitement. He tends to run on the pitch whenever Swansea score. It's already got him booked, but the good sports of Derby want to meet him.
The sad thing is the FA will probably have him up for bringing the game into disrepute, you know. Because when you score goals, you celebrate, you get in trouble, and I think that's one is more likely to incite a riot than Carbonari scoring a goal.
Kevin Keegan's Fulham face a big test. After knocking Southampton out in the last round, the second division leaders meet Premiership high flyers Aston Villa tomorrow. Villa forecast a tough game.
I think they've got what it takes to cause us quite a few problems, to be fair. In as much as, you know, there's no pressure on them to come to Villa Park tomorrow. You know, the form book would suggest that the Premiership side should win it. But that's not always the case, as you well know.
In Scotland, it's a big day for Stenhousemuir's Graham Armstrong. His third division side play favourites Rangers in the Cup, where the 42-year-old will mark his 1,000th professional game. In tennis, the Australian Open continues without British interest after Tim Henman's straight sets defeat to Marc Rosset. Andre Agassi is now favourite to win the first Grand Slam of the year. And England's cricketers are hoping to maintain their good run down under when they meet Sri Lanka overnight. Victory should see them through to the finals of the triangular tournament.
Tonight's main headlines again. The two 10-year-old schoolgirls from Hastings who went missing on Tuesday have been found safe and well by police. A 46-year-old man has been arrested for abducting them. And the Olympic bribery scandal deepened tonight after an Australian official revealed that money was offered to members of the Olympic Committee before Sydney was awarded the Games. And finally, the British are heading for Hollywood this weekend with high hopes. It's the Golden Globe Film Awards on Sunday, a good guide to who might win the Oscars. A third of the nominations have gone to British films or British actors and actresses. Here's our media and arts correspondent, Katie Derham.
Emily Watson is having to get used to awkward questions about her controversial new film, Hilary and Jackie. The film focuses on the private life of cellist Jacqueline du Pré, and it's caused a furore, but it's also one of several British films to earn a clutch of Golden Globe nominations this weekend.
There's kind of a heat building on the film, which is great, because it means that people in America are taking the film seriously, and they're going to see it in droves at the moment, which is fantastic. And it'll be fun as well. It's kind of a lot of film stars, and it's very exciting.
A lot has been said about the recent renaissance of the British film industry, but the Golden Globe nominations this year demonstrate a commercial as well as a critical success that 5 years ago would have been simply unthinkable.
Can a play show us the very truth and nature of love?
British films and actors are represented in almost every category, with nearly a third of all the nominations.
Of course it will.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Shakespeare in Love has 6, beating Spielberg's blockbuster Saving Private Ryan. 1 is for Judi Dench.
Have her then, but you're a lordly fool.
Lynn Redgrave and Ian McKellen are both up for prizes for Gods and Monsters, a film not out here yet.
My mind is lovely.
I think any of the actors nominated will tell you that you can't be good as an actor unless you've got a good part, and the chance has turned up this year that English actors happen to have been in some very good films.
Call it, will ya? Say, who is that?
But perhaps the big surprise is the success of Little Voice, for which all three of these actors could win awards on Sunday evening. Katie Derham, News at 10.
That's News at 10 tonight and for this week. ITN has news here on ITV throughout the weekend. The late news tomorrow is at 20 minutes to 9. We'll be back on Monday. Until then, good night and have a good weekend.
Good evening. Major problems on the roads tonight. Extensive frost and fog roughly from the Midlands southwards. No such problems further north. There's too much cloud for that, and strong winds too. You've had bands of cloud coming in from the north and west through today, and more of it to come through tonight and tomorrow as well. The cloud producing some rain at times, but also helping to keep temperatures well above freezing. Whereas further south, with these clear skies, temperatures already below freezing, and there's already a lot of fog around. It will get worse as we go through the night. So overnight tonight, then more outbreaks of rain to come into the north and west, and there's fairly strong winds too, but temperatures, as you see, staying well above freezing. Further south, already a lot of fog, as I've said, and it will get worse, I think, through the night. Extensive and freezing fog in places. On to tomorrow, there's bands of cloud and rain already in the north and west through the morning, strong winds too, all that moving south and east across Ireland, Scotland, into the northern parts of England and Wales during the afternoon, and followed by much brighter weather, but with some very blustery showers for the west. In the southeast, the day staying dry. Well, the rain may arrive in the evening perhaps, but most of the day dry with that fog lifting into low clouds, so eventually rather cold and grey. As for temperatures, a cold start in the south, a frost to start the day, but eventually, fairly late in the day, you'll see temperatures creeping up to around 7 or 8. In the north, it'll be 7 or 8 for most of the day, but with those strong winds, it'll feel fairly cold. 8 is around 46 Fahrenheit. As for Sunday, well, the rain that's coming south tomorrow will reach the south, the far south, on Saturday night, and then during Sunday probably move very slowly back towards the north and east again. So it's a mixed picture, but lots of fog to watch out for.
Power Gen. Power, whatever the weather.